Well, I'll tell you what, K-Bear doesn't need it. He's off to a 4-12 start through 5 games. He's just got some pop, hit third yesterday. Before we kind of talk about the rest of the team, just give me your thoughts on K-Bear and how much better of a hitter do you think he is or could be this year as compared to last year?
I think that K-Bear's, he's been two different, both halves of the season he's been two different players 2 years in a row. He's had two good halves. He just hasn't put those two good halves in the same season together. So, that's what we're hoping to do, more consistency with him and get him off his feet a little bit more this year, maybe than we have in the past, to keep him fresher as we get down to the dog days in July and August and that type of thing. So we're just hoping that, we've seen glimpses of him for half a season of being a really good hitter and some halves of being a really good catcher. So we're trying to put those two halves together into one season, make him, the guy that we think he can be, an everyday guy for us that can really help the ball club. But defensively, he's worked extremely hard with Henry Blanco to improve his framing skills and his blocking skills. And with our pitching group as a game caller and a leader with the pitching staff. So I think that he's still young enough that his days are bright ahead of him, and he's really coming to spring training and to the season in great shape with a great mindset and ready to put two good halves together this year.
Yeah, Mike, I wanted to touch on that. It sounded like he came in leaner this off season. So was that an emphasis? Is that something you talked with him about, like at the end of last season? You wanted to see that in 2025?
Yeah, a little bit more athletic, a little bit quicker behind the plate. The issue with a lot of players, and Keeper included, is, with the grind of the season, these guys lose a lot of weight. So sometimes they come in a little heavier, knowing that their weight's going to regress. So we have to keep an eye on that. We can't get them too frail and too thin and too weak throughout the season, because that catching position is, it's a tough physical position to play as much as he does. So we'll be monitoring his weight and his strength levels and flexibility levels throughout the season, like we always do.
You want to give us your thoughts on Dylan's early struggles? 0 for 15, 10 Ks. Is he just putting a little pressure on, too much pressure on himself? Is he taking too many pitches? Is he swinging bad pitches? What are your thoughts on Dylan in the first 4 games?
Welcome to the big leagues, my friend.
That's
what I say to Dylan. There's no higher league. This isn't LSU. This isn't This isn't AAA. This is the big leagues. And these guys, we faced. That Phillies half is no joke. You got two of the 3 best pitchers in the league. He faced, and we came in Toronto and faced a really good starting pitcher when he played yesterday. And it's a league of adjustments. The skill level is there, the mental side of it's there, the physical side of it's there, and now it's time to figure it out. He's not the first player to go through struggles his first full season in the big leagues. He won't be the last, and he's a great enough player that he's going to get through this and become, and have a good season for us. So we're confident in that.
How was he in the spring?
He was good. He was good in the spring. He came in terrific shape and ready to play. His mental side is good. He was physically fit and ready to play, and he's made some outstanding plays defensively in right field and run the bases well. It's just we're when you start off hitting like he is, the weight of the world seems to be on you each and every pitch, and it's just something that he's got to put a few good at bats together like he did the first game here in Toronto. He had a ball 400 to the wall, and was really the first good contact that he had this year, and see if that snaps him out of it. So we'll see. He'll be in the lineup every day, so he'll get his opportunities.
Yeah. I know he had the day off yesterday, but I assume he'll be in the lineup today. Correct?
Yes, I never know the lineup until I see it, but I assume he's back in there playing every day.
Give me your thoughts on the starting rotation. Because Gore was unbelievable on the opener, striking out 3. He was just incredible. Mitchell Parker threw the ball great, 6 1/3, got that win. Irvin pitched pretty well. I know Trevor gave up some hits yesterday, and Soroka had that injury. But just give me your thoughts on the starting rotation the first time around.
Can't ask better what they've done. They were terrific. Gore, Irvin, and Parker against a really good Phillies team was outstanding, and Soroka had good stuff the other day. They didn't impact the balls a lot, and not a lot of hard contact. But we liked the way the ball came out of his hand. He was up to 95, 96, and had threw some good breaking balls. So and Williams yesterday it was death by a million little cuts. I mean, he gave 5 or 6 hits in that one inning, and only they were all less than 100-mile-an-hour exit velocities on the ground, seeing eye singles. So he pitched extremely well for us last night. Pitched well enough to win. So that the rotation has been terrific. We thought that they were going to be a part of our strength of our team, and they have been.